Well, good morning. As you can tell, I'm out on trail. I'm doing the Ingles Creek Gap Loop in Bent Creek Forest. Really excited to be out today. It is kind of chilly, beautiful blue skies, but I think we're in the 30s or 40s and there's a nice breeze. So looking forward to warming up a little bit as I hike. Rocking my Jolly Gear shirt for baby today. Did not know that my Jolly Gear was going to be my go-to hiking shirt in pregnancy too, because it seems to be accommodating me as I grow, unlike my fanny pack, which I have to keep letting out every single week when I go on a new hike. Thankfully, I've still got a long way that I can go on that. But I'm super excited to be out today. It's gonna be about a 7-ish mile loop, but I use All Trails when I do these local trails, and everybody knows if All Trails says it's a 7-mile trail, you'd be hiking anywhere between 6.5 and like 10 miles. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. So one thing I'm going to love in hiking Bent Creek Experimental Forest is that it has so many trails. I mean, you can literally make as short or as long a route as you want just about everywhere you go from any parking area, because there's some intertwining trails. And almost all of them, I believe, within the experimental forest are both mountain biking and hiking trails, very dog friendly as well. So it's a really cool environment to be in. It's a beautiful forest. The trails are very well maintained. The trail maintainers have done a great job clearing out all of the down trees after Helene, and I'm so grateful for all the trail crews continuing to put in so much hard work in these months after Helene to make sure that we can still get out and enjoy these trails. But if you guys are in the Asheville area, I definitely recommend that you take some time to explore the Benton Creek Experimental Forest, and actually some of the trails that run behind the North Carolina Arboretum, because parts of Benton Creek intertwined with that. So it's a really good time, really beautiful trails, and a lot of fun to kind of choose your own adventure. Okay, so how does hiking while pregnant look different? For one, you guys have probably noticed I'm always out of breath when I'm talking, whether it's uphill, downhill, or just standing still. Another thing that's changed is my fit for every hike. I'm still wearing the same shoes, still love my topos, but now I'm pretty much exclusively wearing maternity biker shorts or maternity leggings, and I have to keep letting my backpack straps and my fanny pack straps out all the time. So obviously maternity stuff comes a lot higher, it comes up over your belly, and you can see that I'm rocking this maternity belt from Kia Baby. That's been helping a lot with just keeping everything kind of held in. I also pack an obscene amount of snacks for any occasion, whether it's hiking, running, or just every day. Do I eat them all? No, I actually don't eat most of them, but I do in fact pack a lot of snacks. Point in case. I also try to be conscious of packing a lot more water anywhere I go. If you guys followed my AT through hike in 2023, you know that I am not the world's best at drinking water. So I've been trying very hard since starting to grow this baby to do my best to hydrate better, because I need extra water right now while I'm trying to grow another human. And really, those are the big differences between hiking normally and hiking while pregnant. And then obviously I have a very limited selection of shirts. Speaking of my fit, as you can tell, my Jolly Gear shirt is still faithfully covering the baby right now. Hoping that lasts, because I don't have a lot of maternity exercise shirts, surprisingly, and it's getting really cold. One other big difference about hiking while pregnant is I'm very much a person who does not like to accept that their body has limitations, and it definitely has limits now. So I've been experiencing a lot of pain in my butt muscles, potentially the nerves, I'm not really sure which, with running, walking, and hiking. So definitely, of all the things in my life right now, that's been the limiting factor for how far I can go, how long I can go, how hard I can go. And I do my best to help take care of my body as best I possibly can. Oh, there's a squirrel running around down there. But usually when I'm looking at trails, I'm starting to pick a little shorter mileage trails compared to what I would normally have time to do and have the will to do, just because I want to make sure that I'm accepting what limitations my body does have, doing whatever I can, but most importantly, doing it for as long as I can. Because I know at some point in this pregnancy, this belly might get a little too big, and it might be a little too much effort on my joints and my body for me to be able to do big hikes, big runs. So trying to say yes to what I can right now within the limits of what my body can do, so that way I can say yes for longer. I love going on a hike where nature makes you feel small. There's still a little color left on some of the trees. Wow, this must have taken a lot of work to get cleared out. The Sawyers have done an incredible job. All right, well, there's the trail, so it looks like I'm gonna be playing limbo here. Well, that was kind of a mess. So there seems to be a reason most people do this loop counterclockwise. I'm doing it clockwise. I don't know why I decided to do that. Most of your elevation gain is going clockwise. So if you do not want a lot of gain in your hike, or you know, you do, maybe you should go not the way that I'm going. Less gain, go counterclockwise. More gain, go clockwise. Either way, the trail is beautiful and I'm having fun. But now I do realize that most of y'all trails users were not going clockwise. Now that's a view. All right, I think I'm loving the second half of the loop a little bit more. It's kind of this partial gravel forest surface road, so it's a little bit easier than going up single track. And the views are incredible. I'm having a blast. The only downside is it's definitely in the shade of the mountain, which means it feels like it's 5 degrees cooler back here. My fingers and my lips are freezing now. Alright, so that's pretty much a wrap on this hike. It's about 7.6 miles in its entirety. Beautiful day for it, gorgeous hike. Definitely can see why it would be easier to do counterclockwise. I went clockwise, but I still had a fantastic time and still got some beautiful views. Trail's fairly busy, but it didn't feel busy, and that's really about all I've got. So I hope you guys will join me on my next adventures, and stay tuned for a little post-Helene update. So I have a very exciting update just in time for Thanksgiving. After 53 days without clean water, Ashel's clean water has finally been restored, and it's super exciting. We actually purged all of our lines in the house tonight. We waited almost a week after they finished and said that the water was clean, but we are able to wash dishes like normal people and take showers like normal people in our own water and not have to be afraid of it doing something to our skin or getting in our bodies and making us sick. So thank you to all of the people who worked so hard to get our water back, and just in time for Thanksgiving too. Really is our first holiday miracle of the season. We are so excited.